Hello, everybody. This is MaximumDonut, and welcome to my channel. This is going to be part of the very first part of a new series that I'm going to be doing called, I've called it The Road to Humanity. And that's because I will be posting in this series every match that occurs on this character, going from 10 humanity, which I obtained by getting by using a few twin humanities, and all the way up to 99 humanity. And basically, the 99 humanity is a bit of an arbitrary goal. The reason that I'm choosing it is just basically so that the series has a bit of a theme, which will be to showcase every single match. And I think that'll be pretty interesting, and you guys will be able to see what kind of things I go through, and also how I develop as a player as this series goes on. And yeah, you guys will get a better idea of the fact that I'm not the best Dark Souls PvPer. Most people would already know that, but after having watched a few of my videos. But yeah, so you guys can maybe learn from my flaws if you're new to the game, or you guys can just basically see every part of my Dark Souls PvPing, yeah, as part of this ongoing series. So this is with my newly created Pyromancer character. I took him through New Game Plus pretty recently, and so he's pretty much ready for PvP. The reason that I took him through New Game Plus is because I didn't have any Quelaag's souls, so I couldn't actually create the Chaos Blade. So yeah, I think I used it up in New Game, so I had to get another one from New Game Plus. Yep. So because I'm going to be featuring every match, I'll also show whatever 2v1s I participate in. But by and large, if I get summoned into, or if I invade a player that has more than that has a Phantom in it, then I will just Black Separation Crystal out. I'll show a variety of invasions and me invading as well. Ooh. I saw him eating grass there, and I tried to cancel my my Great Fireball, mainly because just part of my own personal honor code. Before the match starts, I don't attack people, so I let people buff. I let people eat whatever consumables they want, bow, gesture, whatever they want, and then the match will start for me. And then anything after that pretty much is fair game. Yeah, that's just my personal honor code. If I eat grass at the beginning of a match and you want to attack me, then that's absolutely fine by me. Okay, so I think I've gone through all the specifics of my new series. One thing I also wanted to say, yeah, so you can see there like some of my noobishness, and I'm just really lucky that he actually took the bleed effect, because he did roll away as the bleed effect actually registered. Anyway, so I think I've gone through pretty much all the specifics of my new series, showcasing every match, and yeah, I mean they'll all be honorable matches as far as I'm concerned. So I'll try to play according to my personal honor code, and yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to start talking about the matches now, probably. Oh, that's right, I was going to mention. I have to apologize for the audio quality. So the audio quality that's recorded from the game should be okay, but the audio, my own voice that's being recorded, is probably not the best quality, because I'm actually using a really shitty mic. So I do plan on getting like a better sounding mic at some point in the future. So yeah, I do apologize for these first, I don't know, maybe 10-15 videos while I am in the process of getting a new mic. Okay, now I'll start talking about the matches. Just before every match, you guys might actually see I always look behind me, and that's just basically just checking to see if there are any phantoms or anything standing behind me, which has caught me out once or twice, so I always check behind me now. And I also check to the sides and everything if I can't immediately see the player I'm playing against. Okay, so this is Blood Junkie. He's using Mask of the Mother, the same as me. I'm actually not sure what armor he's using. I think he's using Havel's gloves, but he's using a claymore with sunlight blade buff. And I sort of roll into him, sort of expecting that he's going to go for the chain BS, but yeah, somehow he manages to get me like as I stand up anyway. So yeah, there was a considerable amount of lag there. But anyway, so I do go for the lag stab as well, but he he does defend against it fine, and so yeah, I mean, I think that was I have no problem with the way that he won that fight. I mean, I don't like chain BSing, but then I should be able to defend against it. Like I should be able to defend against pretty much most tactics. So if they do manage to get it off on me, then that's fine. So yeah, I invade the same guy again, Blood Junkie, who, oh, by the way, is using the blood shield as well, and you can see that he's going for the backstabs a little bit more vehemently now that I actually managed to get a parry off him and get him quite low. Oh, he was a bit before, but he's not so much now. And yeah, he actually managed to get a few shots off on me. I think the one he got off before was when I was doing my stupid slow R2 attack with the Chaos Blade, and then he just managed to get a rolling poke on me, and the Sunlight Blade buffed weapon is so powerful, it's just gonna destroy me, even with one or two few hits. But he does actually get me low enough that my red Tearstone ring activates. And for those of you who don't know what the red Tearstone ring is, it's a ring that basically, when you get less than 20% health, it increases your damage output by about 50%. So basically, he would have one-shot me, I think, even with the unbuffed Claymore, and I would have one-shot him. And I managed to get the rolling while running attack off on him and finish him off. Okay, so this is Akasimo. Oh, sorry, I missed his name at the beginning. Anyway, he's using the Dust Crown. Dust Crown? He's using the headset from the Antiquated set, which is Ulysseal's set. He's wearing. Oh man, this is terrible. I don't actually recognize his armor set either. I think he's using the Boulder Shield and an S-Stock or some other rapier. And the Moonlight Greatsword, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm having a bit of difficulty trying to identify these weapons. Anyway, I threw a parry there, just expecting maybe since I was so close to him that he would throw out an attack, but he sort of is fairly patient and then sort of tries to pivot around me for a BS. Or at least I think that's what he was doing. I mean, well, I can never be 100% sure of what actually is happening in these matches, but anyway. And there, he attacks me while I'm, eating grass, and as I said before, I am absolutely 100% fine with that. I mean, if you're, well, basically, it's to my advantage that I eat grass in the middle of a match, so. Yeah, the reason that I was just attacking wildly into him because I never saw him throw out a parry, and I did get the impression that he's not really that good at parrying or whatever. So yes. Basically, this guy doesn't throw out many attacks in this entire fight, so I'm doing my while running attacks to both chase him down and to try and get some damage off on him, and because dead angling is much easier with the while running attack I find on this weapon. And there, I'm pretty sure I got a dead angle off on him, and before I was spamming my R1 into him again because he just simply was not going for the parry. And now this is just a case of me trying to run him down. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what he was doing in this match. Maybe he's just not that experienced at PvP, but he really was throwing out so few attacks. And you know, if he was going for the parry, then I would expect that he would throw out some parries. So, and there was a bit of a risky move. If that crystal soul spear actually hit me, then I probably would have gone down. But the roughness of the terrain and the fact that the terrain slopes down and up in some areas means that it's actually quite difficult for players to get off sorceries. Sometimes it just goes straight over their head. Okay, AC Milan Cassano. Alright, sorry about that. Yes. And it's the same guy. I invaded again. And I think the good thing about this type of series is that it showcases not only like my own skills, or skills. I use the the air bunnies, quotation marks in skill, but also showcases like other people's skills. And while I do try and upload, as many wins and losses as I can, it just so happens that sometimes when I am just acting like a complete like total noob, that I won't post that footage. And in this particular series, I will. So if you guys, I don't give me too hard a time for it, please, because I did try to do something, I don't know, something hopefully a bit unique in this. Yeah, I managed to clip him with a plunging attack there. I don't actually even remember that. Yeah, I am trying to do something new with this series, so yeah, don't be too hard on this, and don't be too hard on my like various displays of noobishness. All right, so this is a good example of why I don't like when people use Tranquil Walk of Peace on me. Something weird happened there. I think I just stepped out of range of Tranquil Walk of Peace, and I like ran at him really fast, and I sort of didn't expect it, and sort of yeah, so I ran towards him a lot faster than I expected to, and I threw my parry, and then I get dead angled and go down. And so I pulled out my bandit's knife at the end there to try and even up the score a bit, but he manages to defend it, and I go down, and he bows to me at the end. But honestly, if you're gonna cheese that way, I mean, well, in my opinion, cheese, then why even bother bowing? I mean, whatever, Aussie, many numbers. I do invade him a few more times, and he doesn't Tranquil Walk of Peace me right out of the gate, so I know I don't really know what he was thinking at that point. And that's Chapster 1, I think, who's invaded me quite a number of times, and unfortunately didn't win very much. But yeah, I think towards the end of the match he summons a phantom, and I sort of I do message him, and I say to him that like I prefer him not to summon phantom that 2v1s me, and like props to him, he fought me fairly and honorably, like in all of our matches after that. So yeah, I mean, respect to the guy. I mean, I do understand maybe some people who are new to PvP, they don't realize that it's a bit, well, in my opinion, it's and in quite a lot of the Dark Souls PvP community, I think it's considered bad manners, or just bad to summon phantoms and 2v1 people. But anyway, I invade AC Milan Cassano, I think, again, and he's the Moonlight Greatsword user, and he's far more aggressive this time than the previous time. He casts his homing soul mass again against me at the beginning of the match. Also, he is using the boulder shield, so he does throw out a parry. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell against these slightly larger shields, but so yeah, he casts his homing soul mass at the beginning of the match, and then but he does bow to me, so I doubt he was actually trying to like hit me at the beginning of the match with it. like that other guy was before. And he heals, and I think the reason he healed was because I stepped behind the pillar, and he thought I was using like maybe a divine blessing or popping a humanity or something, so he himself healed. But yeah, I think I thought this guy was a really honourable player regardless, and so you know, I don't just go straight for the backstabs, although he was running away from me with his back turned to me, so pretty much a backstab was inevitable there. But I do message him later and tell him that I wasn't healing, and you know, like, I think he understood. And, yeah. Ramon284, this guy is just a boss. I messaged him later telling him that his build is really awesome, and like, you know, props to him. He's using the butcher's knife with a plank shield, a sack, and I think that's like that deprived loincloth. It just looks ridiculous and so awesome. Yeah. Unfortunately, with such low poise and with such a slow attacking weapon, I find it much easier to, you know, to space my attacks properly against players like that. But anyway, props to him, Ramon284. Like, props to you, man. Respect. I messaged him later, yeah, saying how cool his build was, and he messaged me saying, you know, he usually does a lot better than that, and that doesn't surprise me at all, because usually players who play with builds like that are generally the players with a lot more experience. But anyway. Alright, so this guy is fighting a Black Knight, and I think this is in sort of New Game Plus or something, because that thing was doing monstrous damage, and also his soul level was relatively high, but he just winds up going down, and so, yeah. Since I did say that I'd be showcasing every single invasion I do, I did include that. I didn't think it was particularly hilarious or anything like that, but yeah, anyway. Zen Q, and man, I really got to pay attention a bit closer to the names of the people I invade. He's using the Black Knight set with the Black Knight Halberd and the Black Knight Shield. I love it when I see like people use full sets of things. In sort of future videos, I will try and make some themed builds, because I do actually like them quite a lot. But at this stage, I'm just trying to work on improving my PvP skills, and there I leave myself completely open to a BS, but fortunately he doesn't take full advantage of that opportunity. What can I say about this? Oh yeah, I suppose I should mention my tactics with the Chaos Blade. Oh yeah, I can't believe I didn't mention that before. So I have a lot of difficulty fighting against people who use like a Pyromancy Flame or a Talisman or whatever in their offhand, and two-hand their main weapon. I think I mentioned this before, so this is a strategy that I've tried to adopt in a few of my videos. Sorry, in a few recent matches. So I just, because he's like quite aggressive, and you know, I'm finding that his attacks are whiffing quite a lot, and that my ability to space my attacks from him have been relatively successful. I do just put my Pyromancy Flame in my offhand, since I didn't think I'd be blocking that much. And in a lot of these matches, I really love that E3 shots with the Crystal Magic Weapon buff katana. This is Chapster 1 again, and ooh, that was almost a terrible mistake as well. And basically, after that, I was sort of like, pretty much, it's going to be very difficult for me to win here now unless I get a parry off. So I was going for the parries. Anyway, so I like my while running attack, and I like my back step running failed parry. Yeah, I like my back step and then R1 attack. So basically, I like all the running and thrusting attacks with this particular katana. And I probably overused them a bit because they do leave you quite open to backstabs if you are going, or if you're trying to be overly offensive with them. Someone who recognizes that you do that quite a lot, they can just sort of step to the side and then come in for a BS. Right. So this is Chapster I invaded, and he has a phantom with him. So I was like, okay, well, maybe he's going for Gwyn. So I black separation thingied away, and there I invade him again. And so, you know, like, oh yeah, so I do just try and get some distance and try and black separation crystal away, but then he comes in for a BS, so I'm like, okay, so at this stage I'm like kind of confused. So obviously, you know, he's actually wanting to PvP, just 2v1 me, at this stage anyway. So at this stage I'm just sort of trying to like handle this situation as best I can, and I managed to get over that little hill, which sometimes is difficult to get over, so I take that opportunity to black separation crystal away. And after this match I message him saying, if you want to go for Gwyn, then just go. And he messaged me back saying that he just wanted to PvP with his friend. And so, you know, with my honor code being what it is, basically if you try and PvP me, 2v1 or 3v1, then that's just all my sort of mercy or whatever out the window. And there he uses Tranquil Walk of Peace, and obviously my strategy for Tranquil Walk of Peace is run away. And I just pull out the bandit knife because basically in 2v1s I'll just be going for lag stabs predominantly. Ooh, and I thought I had completely rolled away there, but the lag actually just pulls me back, and I was actually very lucky that yeah, obviously Chapster and his Phantom didn't really know how to chain BS properly, because otherwise that that forwards roll away would have left me completely open to being BS'd. But anyway, I taunt because, you know, if they're definitely 2v1ing me for the sake of PvPing, then, you know, well, that's the only time I'll ever throw out that taunt. And this guy, Neon, is so sick. This was actually the Phantom that was in that previous 2v1, so I'm backpedaling to switch out to the Hornet Ring because basically, if you're gonna you know, try and participate in 2v1s, then, well, yeah, no mercy. But anyway, so please stay tuned for part 2 of these series, and yeah, leave me some comments if you have any opinions on what I'm doing. Anyway, cheers guys, thank you very much!